Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, we are looking at a castle. You might be like, Joe, why are we looking at a castle? It's not the season premiere of Game of Thrones tonight. Well, you would be surprised, guys. I was actually supposed to attend a season premiere party of Game of Thrones at my studio space tonight, and so I preemptively had moved the computer out of there to my apartment so I could record afterwards from my home. And then when I showed up to watch Game of Thrones as scheduled, it turned out that Game of Thrones doesn't start this week. It starts literally some other time. I don't know. Wasn't my job to know when Game of Thrones started. But anyway, we are just falling into the ocean and making mistakes about schedules. Speaking of falling into the ocean, I actually went to an indoor water park this weekend. So that was kind of different. One of my daughter's friends was having a birthday at an indoor water park in East Tennessee. And I didn't even know these things existed. But apparently, if you already own like an outdoor water park, there's like a financial incentive to have a place for people to go, like if it's raining out in the summer or there's a lightning storm or something. So anyway, once you already have to have an inclement weather indoor water park for summer visitors, I guess it makes sense to kind of keep it open in the winter and the spring and the fall and all that too. So apparently, all this time I could have been going to water parks in the middle of winter. I just didn't know. So now I do. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information. Maybe go to a water park, get on a tube, and then go down a slide. I don't know. I don't have a good plan with most of the information I glean, I'm realizing. Like, I'm just the sort of person who I learn things, and then they go in my brain, and then I know them for later. But I don't know why I need to know them. But it's good, I think, that I do. I don't know. It's not all actionable. Like, I'm not sure why I came in here. I know that here exists, and I'm doing this now. But, you know, that's okay. Oh, you know what I did this week that took a lot of time? Let's go look at the little nativity scene over here, because it's actually topical. So much like this adorable mannequin that Cleo set up in my likeness, I have been running around all week with a bunch of scripts trying to get our commercials out the door for the Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills album. I don't know if you guys saw that. We had one commercial go up announcing that it was going to happen on April 1st. And the joke was that we were announcing a Joe Hills Sings Joe Hills album, which would be a terrible idea. Nobody wants that. And really, the actual announcement was that there would be a Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills album coming soon. And we didn't know how soon would be. And we thought we had like a week or two to work on the second commercial, but it turned out that iTunes and all them went ahead and got the got the album uploaded and available for streaming on Spotify and all that stuff way faster than I was expecting. And so that meant that, you know, all of a sudden it's like, I gotta get this commercial made. I gotta borrow a stethoscope and a lab coat and do all sorts of stuff. Luckily, I'm the sort of person who can find people to borrow stuff from pretty quickly. So, yay. That really doesn't say anything about me. That says something about the people around me, that they're well qualified to loan me things. But, yeah, so I'm very fortunate to be part of a community where people are so helpful, and to have such good friends. But, anyway, if you haven't seen those commercials yet, you should check them out. My brother and I put a lot of work into them. I think they're really funny. They're some of the weirdest stuff I've ever made. And if you watch Joe Hill's videos, you know there's a lot of weird stuff. Now, in terms of what I hope to accomplish this episode, I really have not set great goals for myself. I'm just trying to get the computer working. I've had so many technical issues and things like that. Like, the fact that you guys are watching this video is a massive victory for me. One thing I do want to do is I want to check out this Blood Moon area up here, because I heard there was some interesting stuff happening with the tunnels. And, uh-oh, what happened here? Dang it! Now I've fallen in a hole. Okay, well, apparently there's either a baby zombie or a head on a post. Doc M was working down here recently, and I'm guessing this is his nightmare workshop. So, is there a good way to get back out of here? Whoa, apparently there is. I'm moderately successful at literally anything. Woo! Small victories. I'll take it. Okay. I'll take it. That is a very small victory. But it's a victory none the less. Okay. That looks like a really creepy face. Oh, it looks more like a face as you approach. It's like, nom 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 nom. Sorry. Now that I've got a small child, I mean, which I guess I've had for 6 years now, I tend to anthropomorphize things and then go, nom 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 nom, because it's fun. You know? You can just do that. You know what I'm really... You know, people talk on the internet about, like, stuff like that it took them too long to realize. You know, I'd always heard people talking about puttering around the house, which I thought was just like, when I was, like, walking around the house, like, just kind of picking things up and moving them around. Not really, like, not cleaning with, like, a high degree of intention, but just kind of like, oh, you know, I should move this into this room, or I should... Oh, that needs to go over on the bookshelf, you know, just that sort of thing. Apparently, this whole time, I could have been making puttering noises like an engine. Like, that was... I was doing that... I did that by accident one day. I was just, like, picking some stuff up to move it from, you know, the counter in the kitchen to the bookshelf. And I was like... And I was like, what? I could have been doing this the whole time. I'm like 30-something years old, and I just now realized that puttering around the apartment, I can make a puttering noise and be way happier. You know? Like, there's just little things that you can do all the time. All the time. And you don't think about it. And then when you realize, like, wait, that was always within my power? I could have always been doing that? You know, really? It's like, man, this seems like kind of a dangerous tunnel, but I'm guessing these buttons prevent ghasts from spawning in it. But, like, yeah, this would worry me that something would spawn and start shooting into there. Anyway, I didn't do a good job of actually exploring up in there because I got busy puttering around. But you can too. So there's your take-home lesson for the episode. Okay, that's not... I keep thinking that these windows are tunnels, because I think Doc M was considering making diagonal tunnels. I'm curious. Whoa, I really do like... This architecture reminds me of certain, like, sailors' chapels I've been in. Sailors' chapels, they tend to, like, mimic the shape of a ship's hull, but inverted. And that's really cool. So, anyway. Yeah. It looks like he didn't do that on all of these. Is there a sign to say whose base this is? Orange terracotta donation chest. They need orange terracotta? Hey guys, we finally have an actual mission. Let's go get some orange terracotta so we can feel like we helped society this episode. I think that this is my... Oh, okay. Thank you, Elytra. Good Elytra-ing. Now we have a mission. We're gonna go down this tunnel to get some orange terracotta and put it in that chest. How much orange terracotta? Probably about 3 stacks worth. Probably 4 stacks. Well, we don't need 2 flint or 2 arrows. We'll just pick that stuff back up incidentally. Oh, hey, you want to know how to get rid of flint real well? Flint is actually not fireproof. So you can just throw it in there. Why do I have so many arrows? Oh, yeah, because I was going to go ahead and look for, what do you call those? A trident at one point. Man, I'm really good at goals. I like setting goals, but I'm not really good at is accomplishing goals. This is not the path I actually need to be on either. Okay, so let's go ahead and be on our way once we find the actual path we need, which is this one. Time skip. I've been chewing on carrots and mining orange terracotta for so long, I don't remember which one I was supposed to put in this chest. So either way, I'm going to head over here to the south tunnel, and oh, it looks like orange terracotta. Great. So we're going to go ahead and grab all these stacks of orange terracotta, toss those in here. Now, I had heard that they're looking for other colors of terracotta for some of these other ones. Looks like they're looking for blue terracotta over here. Light blue terracotta. I didn't bring any of that, unfortunately. Now, over on this side, can we actually make this jump? Whoa, that was a bad idea. They need green terracotta. Didn't bring any of that either. But, luckily, I did bring red terracotta, which we apparently are using for this tunnel. And so did everybody else. So, what we're going to do is we're going to dump that terracotta over in this chest. No, this chest. Yay. There we go. Look at that. We're helping the community. Good for us. I might not have accomplished much this episode, but what I did for others. So, I'm happy about that. You may have noticed that this episode of Hermitcraft was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to a $50 a month Patreon sponsorship from Eagle Fam. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. I call this one, Like Your Enemy. I made war on the sea, and became the waves. I made war on the peaks, and became the stone. I made war on the heavens, and became the sky. I made war on my neighbor, and died flesh and bone. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.